Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with our Lightbearer team. I'm trying to do the live stream through the computer so we have the cam because I can't do it through the iOS, so through the iPad. I'm hoping that it works for the Lightbearer, but we'll go ahead and we'll go through this. We'll do our summons up with the Lightbearer team. We'll go ahead and we'll push the campaign as far as we can and see just how well we do. So right now, looking at the Lightbearer team, we already have our 6th Ascended Lightbearer, which is kind of crazy. One thing I did want to cover is the rework to Estrilda. As we know in the last patch, Estrilda, they actually did quite a bit of a rework, which I didn't really notice until someone actually mentioned on the live stream. So with her rework, changed her ability a little bit. The Royal Charge knockdowns all enemies in her path, dealing 200% damage. She is immune to crowd control when she does this, which is very, very powerful. For every enemy that she hits, she will receive a shield that is able to mitigate 70% damage. The big thing is her signature item. Her signature item used to buff the team. When you look at it now, when Estrilda is on the front line and still alive, all damage received by her backline allies is reduced by 5%. Plus 10 goes to 10%, 20 is 15%, and then plus 30 when an ally hero is on the front line and still alive, all damage received by their backline allies is reduced by 15%. So absolutely huge factor when it comes to the damage mitigation with the ability to rework her. So I think at this point we're going to go ahead and we're going to build Estrilda. So we'll go through and we'll set her as now our 7th Lightbearer. As you can see, we do have double copies of her already, so we can definitely get her to Legendary Plus. We got double copies of Rain, and we have a lot of fodder on this account. So we won't have enough to get her to Ascended, but I think we can at least do Mythic, maybe even Mythic Plus, as we continue to build more Lightbearers in this account. As you can see, also with Folks, he is at 4 stars right now. We do have enough essence, so I'm debating. I think I'm going to go with Rose to level up to 240, but we only need one more copy. So one more copy of Folks, and we will be able to get him fully extended to 5 stars, and then we don't have to buy him from the shop anymore, so it makes a big, big difference. So let's go ahead and get into our stones. So we'll do our summons here, which a copy of Kaz, not too bad. We'll use our fodder. We have a ton, 36 rare heroes. Look at the amount of fodder we have right there. So we will go ahead and make a lot more fodder. As you can see, we got 1 elite of each class, or each faction, which is good. So looking at our wish list, again, we are going to go ahead and we're going to drop Hendrik out. We want to put Estrilda in. I think at this point we'll stay with Cecilia, but we'll drop in Folks. And the reason is we want to pull 1 copy of Folks. If we get 1 copy, we'll go ahead and we will switch Folks out of this lineup because that is the one hero that we need 1 copy of to get his 5 stars. So we'll start like we always do with our companion summons. Hopefully we get lucky on this one. Usually don't pull any elites, but we've been pretty close. But quite a few rares there. All right, so we'll get in the regular summons. We do have 33 scrolls. The new Voyage of Wonder is open, as you've seen now, and here we have our first elite hero, who is a copy of Tassie. Very nice. Super, super powerful CC when it comes to the Wilder team. 5 more rares there, so 30 scrolls down just with a copy of Tassie. So let's get into our diamonds. We have 20,000 diamonds already. So in the course of a little over 7 days and another elite right there, we've accumulated 20,000 diamonds, which a copy of Taylene. Holy cow. Lucky, lucky copy on the Lightbearer team for a copy of Taylene. I believe that will take her to Elite Plus on this account. And remember, this account, we did not pull Taylene out of the Stargazer. We actually went through and we pulled Rowan to get him to Ascended out of the Stargazer. So we've gotten 2 copies of Taylene at this point, just out of regular or scroll summons, which is very, very cool. And another elite right there, so we're getting pretty lucky. It is Folks. There he is. All right, so that's a copy of Folks. So now we will make sure we drop him out of our wish list. Oh, that was Estrilda. Estrilda will drop Folks out of the wish list. At this point, I think we'll go ahead and we'll add in I'm thinking Rose. We'll leave it like this. I know Gwyneth has already ascended. Rose, I'd like to see some stars on. Lucius and Rowan, definitely. But Estrilda, we definitely want to build. So we will continue our summons with this team comp. Very, very cool to see another copy of Taylene. And our final 5-star, so our second 5-star hero on our Lightbearer account. Very, very powerful. Got a couple summons left, and then we'll go ahead and we'll see if we can use any of our... another copy of Nara, see if we can use any of our stones in the barracks and get some more heroes there. I'm hoping one more elite. Oh, just a bunch of rare. That's okay though, because we do have one card on the table. And look at the amount of emblems we get here. So let's go ahead. Not enough to do anything in the barracks. So we'll go ahead and we'll use our tickets. Hopefully we can pull Lightbearer. And hopefully it's not one that we just got to 5 stars. So we'll go ahead and we'll do Fulks really quick. That way he is at 5 stars. Look at that. Max Ascension, 5 stars. Very cool. So we'll go ahead and we'll hope for some copies of Estrilda. If not, Estrilda is going to be the hero we're buying from the shop at this point. And another copy of Fulks. Even though we can't use it, but that's okay. Still be okay with a copy of Fulks. I did get the 10 Stargazer cards out of the Voyage, so just like we're doing on all of our accounts, we will go ahead, pop Taylene in there. We've already done our first Stargazer summons on this account, so this one will be completely RNG if we do get a Stargazer pull with the Taylene. Be very cool to see. Not too bad. We got another Elite Lightbearer card there. All right, so let's go ahead and use that one just because we have it here in the bag. Copy of Rain. All right, so we'll do okay with that. So we have a couple copies of Rain. We have a couple copies of Estrilda. And a lot of copies of Hogan. Look at that. So we will start with Estrilda. Like we said before, we're going to go ahead and we will build Estrilda. She will be our next hero, especially because of the rework. So there she has that legendary. We'll go ahead and we will focus on Hogan. He is going to be our food. Rain, at this point, I'm just going to save because there's no reason to burn through a bunch of copies of Rain when there's no point, but we could use them to actually get Estrilda up even higher because we can get Estrilda right there. I think I might keep her there just for now, though, because I know we're not going to use her. We don't have enough copies to get her all the way to Ascended. I like leaving the heroes at Legendary Plus because essentially if we had to use someone as food, we can use them as food and they can just sit there at Legendary Plus because even if we get her up to Mythic, I doubt we're going to use her at this point. We have 2 5-star heroes there and food, so we're just going to sit tight with Estrilda right now just because we're not going to use her right now. We do have our 6 Ascended, but I need more heroes. Still waiting on another copy of Thane there. Still waiting on Oscar, still waiting on Cecilia, still waiting on a bunch of heroes here to go ahead and get them Ascended. But we will go ahead and look at the heroes themselves. Strengthening the gear, still working on getting our last piece, which we do have 2 of these scrolls. Our last Lightbearer piece, which fortunately, we did not get it there. We'll do one more roll. Hopefully, we can get the Lightbearer. This will finish out Lucius's gear, which unfortunately not. We'll stay with the Graveborn at this point. And then we do have a couple more of our elite stones. So we have Rose and we have Rowan, which I know there. So I'm not sure how many. We have 2 T1 stones. So we'll go for the hat on her. And then with Rowan, we'll go... I don't want to do the weapon because it doesn't have a faction. I'll actually do the hat on him as well. Increases defense, increases attack quite a bit. And then strengthening the heroes. The only one that we have at this point, which I know we are working on Lucius's signature item. Nothing there. In the new event, so when the Sigils event drops, you can actually get 200 red chests, which is absolutely crazy from the new event. So make sure that you pick up and make sure you maximize the new event. But we are going to go ahead and get Rose up to her level 240. And she is so powerful getting ascended up to or leveled up to 240. And look at that. We need 25,000 essence, and this team will be all 240, unlocking the resonating crystal to start using hero EXP. And from there, they're just absolutely going to boost. We've still been working on the shooting star for Gwyneth, trying to get this up to plus 20. Her plus 20 ability is very, very powerful. So we got it to plus 18. Gwyneth fires 2 arrows in quick succession when she or a nearby ally uses their ultimate ability, which pairs perfectly with any energy regeneration team, especially the twins, Rowan, anything like that. Anything you can ult faster, she is gonna do more and more damage, which makes her signature item, her plus 20, very, very powerful. So that will conclude it for the teams as far as the setup and the leveling. Rest of the signature items we're not going to worry about. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get right into the campaign. They are at 24-24. This is where we stopped. I think it's really going to make a big difference having Rose up to 240 because she is going to do a lot more damage at this point, especially with her teacups. So I'm hoping, I know at this point in the game, it does take a lot more to get these campaign stages down. But I'm hoping with the team comp, Lightbearers between the CC, the heal, they have been super, super effective. As you've seen through all of the campaign push, they are further than any other team, any other faction team that I am running at this point. So 24-24 done. 3.4 million from Rose, 5 million there from Belinda, so very, very powerful. And we'll continue. This is the consistent setup, so I have Falks behind Lucius, that way Lucius can hopefully shield and hopefully heal, just like he does there. He is usually the one who drinks Rowan's potion to shield quicker in the battle, which is absolutely perfect. Once we get the back line, Belinda Rose combo just absolutely devastates them, even through the shields, burns right through it, killed about 75%, 80% of Lucius's hit points at that point. And again, just ulting with so much damage and so much power. It's crazy with the damage that she does. So full Lightbearer team. They do have Arden, which is going to lend some CC, but we get an early shield off there with Lucius. The stuns from Rowan. And once their Lucius is down, that pretty much does it. Ult on the rest of the team, even though Falks went down. It's okay, easy campaign stage to go ahead and push right through. Thane's going to be a tough one, but usually with the sweep and with the stun, get him down really, really quick. And again, he dies right off the bat, which is perfect. Got a stun there on Golas. A double AoE to finish off the enemy, which is, like I was saying, just such a deadly combo. This is a tough team, and watch Estrilda in this one. You'll see how fast and how frequent her charge ability works. Even down in the back, Rose is taking a lot of damage on the bottom. Morella's Firebird is very, very powerful. Does a ton of damage. Let's go ahead and swap these guys up top just because of Estrilda. And Pharrell is very hard to deal with as well, just due to the fact with energy disintegration makes a big difference. But Estrilda goes down pretty early there. And look at that, enough to ult, but energy disintegration gets rid of the ult right off the bat, making it another defeat. So we'll go ahead and we'll give this one a couple more tries. We should be able to get this one down. We're at these stages where it does take a significant amount of RNG. And a lot of it is just RNG to get some of these campaign stages down. So as long as our whole team isn't getting wiped, which they are right there, we can swap even Rowan up front. He is a good pseudo tank, especially at level 240. Plus he gains a lot more energy being in the front line. So it makes a big difference. And look at that. As long as he... Oh, they feared his ult. That was perfectly timed from Pharrell to fear the ult. But there we did get a double nuke. So getting that stage down. Progressing through another ball stage. 24-28. 7 million damage from Belinda. cannot wait to get the resonating crystal unlocked to see exactly how much damage she can do when she doesn't have the level cap in place, or getting past 240 is going to make a really big difference when it comes to her progression. And with Estrilda, like I said, I definitely want to build Estrilda. I think she's going to be very, very powerful, especially because she is bringing a huge damage mitigation to the team, which is exactly what I want to see. So 24-30, continuing right through the chapter. So this will be halfway through chapter 24. And it seems like we're still doing a pretty good push here. Cirrus got his ult off, which was kind of negated with Lucius's shield. Take down Nomura and Ira and make it another defeat here. Took down that team very easy. I've noticed too is a lot of the sub stages, so the second stage between the bosses have started to seem a lot more difficult than the actual boss stages themselves, which I know is pretty crazy. But that's what I've noticed over the past probably week or two, is that the sub stages, the second stage between the bosses, are doing very, very difficult to defeat. And Ira just took down most of our team there, but we still got it done. 24-32. This is a tough team because you have Arden to CC, you have Nomura to CC, you have Cirrus to CC, and you have Leica buffing all of them. Makes a very, very big difference, makes quick work of this team. So let's go ahead, we'll swap Rowan to the back. See if we can get Cirrus down pretty quick, which usually between the stuns, usually get him down pretty quick. And there we did right before he ulted. But unfortunately, Leica just destroyed us. So we'll give this one a couple more tries. Might have to swap Belinda to the bottom to take care of Arden. But good stun there from Cirrus. And it looks like Arden actually gets CC'd. It looks like the confine is going on Arden. It's not going on anyone else in the back. So I think that'll make a big difference too with the team comp in swapping these guys to the bottom. Because essentially if we take Arden out, which we do right there, now we have access to Ira and we have access to Leica. So if we can get an ult off like we did there, took out Ira, huge, huge damage right there. If we can get Leica down, should be pretty easy to ult the rest of the team, which we got Cirrus, we got the win. Very, very nice. And that's where running through the same team comp a couple of times makes a really, really big difference. And here we're doing 10 million damage from Belinda on that stage. So absolutely insane the amount of damage that she can do. This one, on the other hand, is kind of the other way. I try not to kill Lucius really quick because Savius and Brutus combo will kill Lucius pretty quick as long as he drops his shield, as he did there. That's the only way that you can really take him out at this point. And I should have saved the ult. Hopefully we can go ahead and confine him again. And I took it off auto because of his shield. So Rowan, or Falks has actually got to clear it as soon as we can. Got that one down. Anytime I fight Brutus, especially carrying Falks, he is kind of the key to the shield mitigation. So similar combo here, we have the Brutus Savius combo. So again, we'll take it off ult. Lucius with the quick shield there. Hopefully we can get some Rowan stuns. And our first ult. And again, Brutus goes in the confine, which is perfect. So we'll slowly work Nomura down. As soon as he pops his immunity shield, take it right off. Got him. Lucius is one of the tanks that can survive Brutus's whirlwind, especially with the shields. His physical damage mitigation is very, very powerful, which makes him such a strong tank. Here, Sylvana's going to go on Rowan. Rowan can usually live. First hit, of course, is the immunity, but did get a fear there, which was early. And Warwick is just taking out Rose but hopefully we can get him with a stun. Stun and a shield, so we should be able to burn Sylvana down pretty quick. Which the fears. Pharrell with the fears, but we should have this one. Again, Rose goes down pretty quick. We're going to have to swap Lucius and Rose at this point. So maybe Lucius can handle the damage that Warwick can put out. Between the damage and the fears makes a big difference. That's what makes Pharrell such a very, very powerful hero. And at this one, Sylvana, we actually want to go on Rowan. Hoping that Rowan lives. Unfortunately, there he dies. But if he lives, a majority of the time he can ult pretty quick. Before he goes down, he can actually stun Sylvana himself as long as she doesn't get a bunch of big hits or we get the early shield from Lucius. Which even there, they went down really, really quick. So give this a couple more tries. I mean, we're already over halfway through 24, which is crazy on the faction account. So very cool to see. All right, so we got Warwick down there pretty early, meaning we can work on Sylvana. But look at that. Once she got Rowan down, that was pretty much the whole team. Let's try Rowan up front. I think he's going to die way too quick in the front. Works well with Iran because Iran can actually pull him right off, but unfortunately here just got destroyed in the front. Even in the top with Warwick he's going to get destroyed. So we just got to try to keep the survivability. I wonder if Lucius can hold the top and we can get maybe even K-Sauce down, or even Pharrell would be nice on this one. And there's Rowan stun, and that's what I was talking about, him living. So Sylvana went down really, really quick there. That should take out K-Sauce, which it does. It's going to be close, but we should have this. As long as we can get out of the fear with Warwick. Got it. Just like that, we can get it down. 24-36, which again, dealing with Warwick. It's going to be a tough battle both ways, because if I put Rose up front, Savius is going to kill Rose right away. If I leave Rose in the back, she's probably going to go up to Lucius, which she usually does. But look at that. Lucius got a good heal on himself, but the Banish is absolutely destroying our DPS at this point. Let's go ahead and swap her up front, see how that does. Which he's trying to confine Warwick, and it's not working. As you've seen there, the CC, we couldn't get the CC off fast enough to go ahead and negate his CC. But Rose up front, watch Savius. 1, 2, already used a potion. 3, just absolutely destroys her. All right, we'll give this one a couple more tries. I know Rowan up front, Lucius has got to be on the top. It's the only way we're going to counter Savius at this point. If we're not able to do some of the CC, we can actually swap it around a little bit. Hopefully Gwyneth can pull some damage. But died super, super quick. Because I'm wondering if I swap out Belinda, if we can put... So swap out Belinda. We'll drop him up here. Then we'll try some CC. Thing with this is Falks is you got to watch. So even there with the confine, doesn't work. So essentially, Falks doesn't do anything in this battle. So pulling him out early makes sense, just because his CC is not working in this one. So we'll drop Belinda back in, which she might be able to hold Warwick for a little bit, but the Banish is just destroying us. All right, we'll give it one more shot. We'll swap right back to our normal team, which, like I was saying, though, Falks doesn't do that much, and he doesn't do that much damage. So this might be it for the team. And even there, Lucius goes down so fast, and we have almost no damage on Warwick, allowing him to just build all of his stacks. So this will conclude it for the Lightbearer team. If I had another tank, I think if I had Estrilda, it would help significantly here to buff our defense. So even there, looking at the damage, Falks doesn't do that much, but dies really, really quick. So did Belinda. So that'll conclude it for the Lightbearers, 24-36. So we're more than halfway through chapter 24 at this point. So go ahead, we'll collect up our loot and continue our progression next time. By the time we come next week, only needing the amount of essence we do, I should be able to, between both the bounty boards and the shop, have enough to unlock full 240 heroes, which is essentially what we need at this point. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you think I should build Estrilda, please let me know. If you're using her, if you have her leveled up. I don't use her. I don't have her on any of my accounts. So please let me know how well she does. And as always, thank you guys for watching.